Welcome everyone to today's video, another video I neither planned or wanted to make. During the support call you will learn all the details. If you're interested in the summary, just skip 25 minutes ahead to the end. Now they hang up on us. What? No, that is an amazing. After speaking with a senior advisor, that is not very nice of them.
Für Ihren Anruf beim Apple Developer Support. Für zusätzliche Unterstützung besuchen Sie bitte developer.apple.com.
It's Afia speaking. How can I help you today?
Yes, hello, my name is René Rebe. I'm calling for an already opened case in iTunes Connect regarding delivering an Mac OS application update to your App Store customers. I just called a...
Sorry, I have an issue. Sorry, the line is not too clear. Sorry, could you repeat that again? Please.
Yeah, let's see, I switch off Wi-Fi, it's probably, let's see. Did this reconnect to LTE? Is it better now, or do you hear me better
Yeah,
now?
we're going to try. We're going to try, yes. Because there is no case transferred with your call. That's why I was also wondering. Do you have a case number, maybe?
Yeah, I just closed it. I need to because I was already 15 minutes in the line here until the connection broke.
Oh, sorry about that.
I just need to look up the...
Or just your Apple ID will do as well. Do you have your Apple ID?
Apple ID is René, R-E-N-E.
R-N, come again?
Wait a second, I have here the case number already. So the case number is 2.
Yeah.
And then many zeros, 5 zeros.
All right. Okay. Okay. Can you confirm your name to me, please?
Yes, my name is René Rebe, EXA code GmbH.
Okay. Okay, René. Thank you very much.
I just called, but we spoke with a colleague who said we should provide more information as in the email. But then she wanted to speak with some senior advisor or something like that, and then the call eventually dropped after 15 minutes or something. So to summarize the problem, we sent an application update to your App Store to iTunes Connect with Application Loader through Xcode, and the build disappears. So we can't select it, we can't see it, we don't get any email about this, what could be wrong. And it's already the third time this happens to us. It happened already 2 times last year, and last year your engineers in Cupertino or somewhere changed something on your servers or something, because then eventually it worked again without us having to change anything. Now we have this issue again, and it's a little bit frustrating. And not only we have not, so I answered to this email on the, you probably see this, I hope, from the May 1st. I don't know, do you see my answer to this in your case system?
No. No. The only thing I'm seeing is the email that was sent out to you on the 1st of May. Let me check further. So 1st of May, you received an email from my colleague, Marie, okay? Marie is one of our senior advisors. And I can see...
should you be able
4th
to...
of May. 4th of May, you replied that you submitted a new build, which also disappeared without an email notification about the unexpected error.
I think I replied twice to this email, I think. But okay, please continue.
Okay, that's the only email I'm seeing from you was Saturday the 4th. Okay, so you are replying to Marie's email. Okay. So, René, if you don't mind, if you really don't mind, I don't mean this to be to sound maybe irresponsible, but we just need the information. Like, we need the app name and the Apple ID of the app, which is going to allow us to look further in the system. Okay? So if you don't mind, could you provide the app name? And this is also what Marie was requesting, so that we can look further in the system. Okay?
Yeah, you see, I fully understand this, but what irritates me is that when I opened this request in iTunes Connect, this app name I already gave you in your automated process of opening this case. So I opened this case with the app name, with the Apple ID of the app, and yet you asked me by email again for the information that already supplied with the first.
Very sorry, Renee. Very, very sorry. Because I'm looking at the email on the 1st of May.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I was referring to the latest email, latest correspondence, which is 1st of May, you received the email, and your reply came on the 4th of May. Okay? If you already submitted this information, I need to look further in the correspondence before the 4th or before the 1st of May. Okay, I didn't mean to be.
No, sure.
To
it's only I understand
that
you try to get an overview and fully understand this. But you know, this is also each time we have this issue. Also last year, we always get the same template. I understand it's not you, but from your other colleague or the system here, from the email from the 1st of May, we always get the same email: app name, Apple ID, everything what we already supplied in the form on the web form when you have this procedure to open this case, and then your colleagues ask for the information already given opening the case, which is a little bit dissatisfying here. I just checked. I actually replied on the 1st of May immediately. I don't know why you don't see this in your help desk system, but it's good that you see the email from the 4th, which is more important, where I indicated that we even sent yet another build, which also disappeared again, as currently as a case. I can imagine maybe it's something with code signing or anything similar to such a matter, but then we would need to know what the actual issue is, that we can change code signing certificate or whatever detail that might be. I also wonder why with this email, when maybe something crashes in your system, as you initial colleague said, unexpected error, I think in the email it said, but then it would also be good that your engineers after 10 years of the App Store make sure that your system always sends an email out even in case of an unexpected error, or even better, I said this already last year 2 times, make it always visible in the web system, because why does the build need to disappear there? Why can the error message of an unexpected error with code signing or whatever the case might be not be shown in your web system, that we can always see this, that we don't have this weeks of opening cases and phoning you to even find out what's going on. I think this for as Apple wants to transition even more to services. I read from Tim Apple that the system is maybe improved so that also developers are more satisfied and have a more amazing developer user experience, because again, this is already the 3rd time this happens to us. So
okay, if I just want to summarize, okay, from all what you've just said, to make sure that I understand the issue, okay, because in order to be able for me to troubleshoot, I need to understand what is going on. Okay. So once again, I apologize that it has been strenuous for you to reply to our emails and to provide all the information. What I can see now here from your email from the 30th of April, I needed to go back from the correspondence. I can see you provided the app ID and the app name, and so I have just gone further to look into the system to see the situation. So it is, in my system, it is just saying prepare for upload, okay? So if I look further to collect, because the more information we have, the better. And with that information, we'll be able to contact our engineers. If we don't have enough information, they won't be able to help, okay? Because they need everything possible in order to locate, maybe to track down what is causing the issue. That's why I want to summarize to make sure that I understood you correctly.
Mhm.
So the issue you're encountering here is you cannot see the uploaded build. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. So the last time you tried was when? Was it today that you tried to
No,
see the build?
we have also other things to do, so I don't try it each day. The last time I tried was when I sent the email, probably on the 4th, I guess.
On
And-
the 4th, okay.
And when I did it the last time, because usually I don't open the iTunes Connect instantly, but the last time I did this on the, because then I never saw the build, right? But the last time on the 4th, I immediately had this iTunes Connect web application open, and I saw it there for maybe 10 seconds in the as processing and then disappeared. So it also, when I upload this with application loader tells me successfully uploaded, right? Otherwise, if there is a big issue with something, application loader, I had this in the past when application loader already immediately said there was an error while uploading with whatever reasons, but application loader is not telling us this, right? Application loader is telling us build successfully uploaded, no error or something like that. And the last time I saw it,
Nothing at all.
and the last time on the 4th, I saw it for a glimpse of a couple of seconds, listed in the selection as processing, and then it disappeared. And that is what I mean. When the processing fails on your servers, it would be really helpful if the build doesn't disappear, but if you not only send out an email, which we don't get, always makes this information available in the web listing, because if it just disappears and we don't get an email, we have nothing. So I think the most logical thing would be to list any errors, also code signing or whatever your system may not like, always listed in the web view, because then you don't need to look for an email that may disappear somewhere. Or I have the suspicion, because your colleague Mary, I think, in the first email on the 1st of May wrote unexpected error, I think she wrote. I have the suspicion that your system may not even send out an email, I guess, maybe due to the nature of this unexpected error, that your system may not even, because we have not an email at all on our email server from iTunes Connect.
Okay, you didn't receive any email at all?
No,
from the-
as computer scientist, I can check my own email server log, and there is not a incoming email from iTunes Connect from the States at all. So it's also not in
Okay.
it's not in a spam folder, and I checked the email server log. There was not an email.
Okay. Okay, Renee, what I'm trying to see here, or what I'm trying to do now here, is from my own hand to collect as much information as I can get. Okay, so I have your app name, I have the app ID, and I have checked the type, and I'm trying to collect also the information that you already provided to other colleagues. Okay, so what I need to do here, I need to contact our senior advisors. I need to look a little bit deeper into this myself first. Okay, but on the other hand, on the other side, you don't need to stay on the line. Okay, I want to come back to you as soon as I have something else to say to you. Okay, because I see that it's been going on for quite a while, and the issue hasn't been resolved up to now. Okay, so I understood that you uploading the build, and now after uploading the build can't be seen in AppStore Connect. Okay, so I want to take care of this. I want to look deeper into it, because it won't be possible for me to be on the line, on the phone with you, and trying to find the answer. Okay,
Sure.
that's why I want to go off the phone. Okay, I want to go off the phone, take care of this, so that we want to help out. We want to make sure that that the issue gets resolved. Okay, so just one last thing before I let you go. I just need to check something very quickly with you. Please bear with me, okay?
Sure.
So, just going to switch. I wanted to ask you, are you online right now? Are you using a Mac device or Windows PC?
I'm online, yes, of course.
Excuse me?
I'm online, yes. What you want me to check something, or what?
Okay. So are you using a Mac device or a Windows PC?
I mainly use a Mac, yes.
Is it a MacBook you're using or a Windows?
We don't really have Windows here. We mainly use Macs for all of our stuff.
Okay, you're using a Mac device at the moment. Okay, very good. Would you mind if I screen shared with you just for a minute or two, just to see what the thing looks like in AppStore Connect?
I'm not really the most thrilled to have screen sharing on, because we also do security related software
You don't
stuff
have
on the
to.
Linux side.
If it's not convenient for you, you don't have it.
But
it's okay.
I can make you
idea.
I can make you a screenshot if you prefer.
That would be lovely. Do you know, a full window screenshot, okay, of the AppStore Connect page where you are, okay, and I just need what Xcode version number you're using. Could you tell me that?
So one of the Xcode, what is it? The latest one that was required on Mojave or whatever.
Is it 10.1? Did you update lately?
We don't upgrade to everyone because we don't like the latest Xcode version so much. So it's definitely not the very, very latest one, but one supported one, obviously. I mean, you even list application loader is 3.0 and 3.1 or something. So we uploaded with application loader 3.1 because we prefer to do the scripted with some script automatically and not manually click on buttons there.
3.1, okay.
So it's
but the Xcode version is it the latest?
It's probably not the latest, but I need to check what my colleague is using for building that. Maybe not the latest, but the supported one, obviously.
Okay.
But if we use another, if we should use another Xcode version, it would be totally amazing if your system could indicate that we should use another Xcode version and not just let the build disappear.
Where there was an update alert on our webpage a few weeks back, you know, but I think it was back in February, if I'm not mistaken, early March, you know, to update to the latest Xcode version. Okay.
Yeah, the problem is
likely.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Because most likely, if you're using the older version of Xcode, it might impact at some point. You know, it might impact the application itself in a way. You know, that's why it was required for developers to update to the latest Xcode version.
Yeah.
Okay. Nevertheless,
the problem is, however, the problem with this is that we also, especially with the non-AppStore version, we support customers of older macOS versions, and with the latest Xcode versions, we can't build the app supporting older versions of macOS, which is a little bit inconvenient if you have commercial customers, you know, in energy sector and such, and so they usually don't update their Mac so often for some management administrative reason. And if we use the latest version of Xcode, we can't target the earlier macOS versions for our customers. Besides that, if we would restore the SDKs for older Mac versions manually in the latest Xcode versions, then it would probably not make a difference at all if we build with the latest Xcode version or not. If we restore support for the SDK for older Mac versions, then anyway, right?
Yeah, that was just a question, you know, to try to locate if there is anywhere a point or if there is anywhere something that we have overlooked, okay? So I'm just asking those questions to collect as much information, as I said, as possible. So you would, if you don't want to, you know, update to the latest Xcode version, that is fine. Okay, that I'm not requesting you to do it. I'm just asking if you have the latest version. Okay, you can't check it for now. That's fine. Are you using Safari?
I am also using Safari.
Using a Mac, you're using Safari. Okay.
But I also checked with Chrome already. You mean if the UI just does not the web page does not show correctly. I tried Safari and I tried Chrome already, but it looks the same in both.
Okay,
You,
so
you mean to access
you tried both.
iTunes Connect? Yeah, I mainly use Safari, but I tried Chrome already, but it looked the same. But again, the last build, the last build I saw was a glimpse of 5 seconds until it disappeared. So apparently, my Safari is capable of listing the build for a couple of seconds until it disappears on your server.
Okay. So,
but again,
yeah.
the biggest problem, we would not even have the support incidents if you would probably, as you say, you probably are on the same iTunes listing that I am here right now, I guess, right? You probably can see the prepared for submission.
I can see
19.4.
Yeah, that it is prepared for upload, which means basically that the build has not been uploaded yet. But this is actually the issue you're experiencing. Okay, you uploaded the build and the build is not appearing.
Yeah, I meant to ask, do you see the same web management interface as I see here?
No, I don't. No, I don't. Because for that I'll need to be in iTunes Connect, and I'm not in iTunes Connect. I'm using an internal tool to look up the details of the status of the app. Okay, so I'm not on the same page as you are, and I can't be on the same page because I need credentials to log into iTunes Connect in order to see. And I'll need your credentials in order to log in to see all the details of what you're seeing. Okay, So nevertheless, I think that we can agree on one thing, that you could send a full window screenshot. That would be really, really helpful for us, okay? So what I wanted to do straight away, I wanted to send you an email straight away. You just reply to my email and just add that full window screenshot, and then I will take it from there, and I will go offline, off the phone, so that I can, speak with my senior advisors and see how we can work out this issue. How can we can come to a resolution for this issue?
But again, as we already talked so long, and I really appreciate the time you take here to solve this with us. Again, as Apple is so eager to expand more in services, it would be really good if you improve the usability of these web services and clearly list these issues directly listed in the iTunes Connect with the build issue, that we don't even have the issue to talk on phone about emails that may or may not have been sent, and list all the issues, whatever that might be of unexpected errors, directly in the web listing there for everyone. Because this is, again, you upload, you work with this iTunes Connect, this is the first natural place and location where I would look for this and would work with the whole day, and then it's of course inconvenient if you have no information and the email may or may not have been sent or got lost somewhere. And this is why I point this out the third time already, as this happened already 2 times. And again, maybe this year you come back to me and tell us use the new Xcode version. Okay, fine. But last year it was 2 times, and your colleagues changed something. I think once it magically repaired itself, and the second time it just worked like 2 weeks later. It just worked then, and then the second time your colleagues probably did something, because after such a long support case the last time, eventually it also worked. So it was not last year 2 times we had to change nothing and eventually it worked again. So at least last year it was not directly our fault. And for this to find out what we should even change in regards to code signatures or Xcode versions, at least directly list the information there. I think this would be a vital UI improvement for all the hundreds of developers out in the whole world to eventually have some issues with some kind of code signing or app notarization or whatever that might be.
Okay, that is very good feedback for the future. Okay, so as for now, I would suggest that we look into the issue as it is at the moment. Okay, if we find a resolution, lucky us, okay, so that we can take it from there and collect the feedback for the future. Okay, so I have noted what what we've discussed so far. And I'm going to send you an email, as I said, so that you can just send me a full window screenshot, and then I will be able to take care of the case from there. Okay?
Yes, thank you so much
Okay.
for your
Renee,
time.
you
and
have
looking
my
into this.
email in the next. Not at all. You have my email in the next 2 minutes, latest. Okay?
Thank you so much.
And I'll come back to you afterwards. Okay?
Sure, thank you so much. Looking forward to
Okay.
it.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Not
you.
at all. Have a lovely afternoon.
Yes, you
Thank
too.
you, Renee.
Monday. Bye.
Bye.
So now an email arrived, as you can see here. Thank you for your call today. Thank you also for the screenshot you provided. I'm coming back after speaking with my senior advisor, who is sending me back to you to request more information. I'm truly sorry. This internal department needs more information, and please try and provide as much steps to reproduce approximate date and time for a window screenshot or video illustrating the screenshot we sent. Username of each user experiences issue. Web browser that you were able to reproduce this issue, web browser version number, Xcode version number, build process, input, content name, content Apple ID, Xcode. I mean, most of the stuff are already provided. Test flight issues, not really using test flight here, but whatever. My grief here with this stuff is already that this is already the third time this occurs to us. It happened 2 times last year. And this is also the App Store, right? We don't ask for the centralized distribution bullshit, and Apple takes 30%, which is actually quite hefty. Over the years, we paid hundreds of thousands Apple there into Apple's profit, and all we get is problems and no support. And as you see, I opened the web support there with the app name, with the app ID, with the details, and they come back to me with asking for the app name and the Apple ID, which I provided, and only some other random bullshit. I mean, by the way, what is with these bloody screenshots? The issue is that the build is disappearing and not with some UI whatsoever or something. And besides, for 1 week, nothing much happens. This is also, you need to escalate this stuff by phone, otherwise nothing happens at all. And why is it my obligation? They already take 30%, which accumulates over to hundreds of thousands of dollars in their pocket. And for this, we get non-working stuff, only problems, wasted time. And at the end of the day, they don't even fix something for us. We need to compile them all kind of bullshit version numbers and whatnot, that instead that they just look, and by the way, the date we provided, beside that they should have this in their bloody server logs for whatever is going on there on the servers. And now I need to spend another hour compiling all this stuff. And this is, in my opinion, completely ridiculous, and why I'm constantly getting here more depressed with the state of IT stuff, especially at Apple, peakbugs. And again, we have not asked for this. They took 30% of our revenue to maximize Tim Apple's profit there, and all we get is not only less for our own salary here to employ people in the rest of the world, but also non-working solutions that waste our time and only get on our nerves. And again, I mentioned already the latest Xcode we already all hate here. Nobody likes this latest version, this integrated Wonderland fluffy nonsense there. But besides that, this is also, Apple forces this Xcode updates on people, and then developer can't even support older Macs and macOS versions that people, we have customers who run this, also all kind of, doctors and whatnot, and lawyers, and they often use special doctor lawyer software databases and whatnot. They don't even want to update always to the latest macOS with the latest peakbugs and incompatibilities. So yeah, this is so frustrating, and is one of the reasons why I do this YouTube channel, because I'm also like so close, like really only a centimeter away of completely canceling us here completely out of this bloody App Store stuff, because this is such a waste of time and frustration. This is, I hope you learned something, and I hope to see you soon for more amazing, positive, open source or vintage tinkering, low-level microkernel videos, you name it.